Just until people.
Draw stuff.
Just
Oh, but we talked about this last week.
did we?
We talked about this last week.
Am
We
I,
did.
am I supposed to be drawing stuff? So far as well, no feedback. Claire, are you in? No feedback on my end, so hopefully that means people can hear us and we're not getting hundreds of feedback.
Awesome.
Right, so I'll just open up Procreate now then. Just have a wee mess about in there, I guess, eh?
Well, are you in?
I'm in your thing, aye? Or have I drawn that? Because what do we draw if we don't know? I can't remember what we spoke about last week, man.
Well, we'll just go with what the prompt is. We'll just start drawing things based on the prompt.
Oh, we just got to pre-pick it, aye? We go doing that? I thought we were going to kind of let people join in, but just let them join in, we'll pick it. So what do you want to go for? Demons and Donuts?
Demons and donuts, and I say you're in donuts.
I definitely I agree with you on that. This is going to be quite a bit of contrast, I think.
It'll be good.
Right, let me just sort out some social media posts and let them know that we're live.
Demons and donuts. That's what.
With
Okay, I've got a request already. Your donuts, there's to be some donuts with mini donuts. There's to be mini donuts involved.
no problem. Join in.
So
Draw a lot. So sorry, I'm just doing the link. I didn't, by the way, I was planning on having this all prepared, but it just seemed as if like that last 5 minutes just went away so fast.
it just disappeared.
Eh? Alright, aye. That thing that they're actually talking about there, Craig, that's what I'm talking about. I'm easily confused. I see that's that multitasking thing.
Well,
You're drawing probably weird shaped squares that are going to be have to get fixed.
I'm going to try and no do that this week, right? So what I'm going to try and do this week is have it a bit more traditional.
Right, that's been posted that. Let's see if we get people in. What's happening? Right, on. Are you just going to draw the squares and that now?
Aye, man, I'll just start laying out some.
Right, I'll just ignore the text, right? Sorry, I think if I spelled donuts right. This is pure throwing you off.
No, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Right, there's always it seems to be the theme. No, it's not really. The first one was like a fight, the second one was like a wee deal. I feel as if we can't just, the obvious choice here would be demons and donuts fighting.
Or
I say or because
it could be a situation where maybe a bunch of demons go into a donut shop, or they find a donut shop, or it's demons that have a donut shop, but the donuts that they sell are like mad, alive, evil things.
or alive, totally happy things that are being taken advantage of.
They just want to be.
Or don't, but they can't help it because it's demons. There we go. I prefer that one. I definitely like the idea of going that way rather than just having them fight. Because I feel as if we have two options, we can always just kind of fall back on that. So aye, let's go. Demons. Demons own a donut shop, and then we'll figure out if they're angry, happy, or want to be eaten, or don't want to be eaten.
Right, that sounds good.
Or we can and then I was about to say, and then they can rebel and then fight the demons. And I think, oh, it's just kind of falling back into the first thing that says won't do.
We'll no have them fighting the demons, but then they can fight the demons at the end. They can bring it all full circle. Um, so I want us to kind of lead the eye a bit as well.
There's a guy I watched on YouTube, I can't remember what his name is, but he talks about pages, comic pages, and about how you follow the eye and things, and it's not something I've really got clued up on yet.
It's just like when you're watching a movie, always look at it like that. When you're watching a movie, you want to know where the scene's going. So that when you're storyboarding things like that as well, I suppose it's just storyboarding making comics. You know, you're storyboarding a whole scene, but you're making it look awesome. Whereas storyboarders don't have to do that.
I know you're making this right, but see this join here. If that's going to be two squares, that's going to stress me out. That's not offset a wee bit.
Is it offset?
It's not, but that's what will stress me out if it's two different panels. If you know what I mean.
We could.
It's just let it.
We're stressing out already.
Aye.
What I'll do is, right, I'll right, so
If you,
let's do that panel, right? Let's get rid of that panel.
See as well. Sorry. See that top one?
And yes.
We could be, that's loads of space we could be using there. Oh.
Did we have it right up the other week? I thought it would be cool to do some stuff around about the panel again, because that was cool. See the kind of stuff, the wee vents and tubes and stuff you put around about the panels.
Right, no worries.
That was cool last time. So but we could take that up a wee bit more. But then I'd have to draw another panel, and I'd have to delete all the other ones, so that's not happening.
That's fine. I could just draw loads of wee donut guys. All kind of hanging about. Right, so how you doing, Amelia? We can hear us fine, they say audio's okay.
Excellent, brilliant.
Not on as a reverb. I hope it doesn't say that, I'm just reading into it and saying that myself. But if it's fine, hopefully that means that.
Right, look, slightly offset panel. See?
It's not. There we go. That's lovely.
There.
Aye.
Right, okay. Does that make you happy?
Aye.
You feel centred now.
It's the small things. That's it. That's what differentiates the pros for the amateurs. Right. So now they've got that there. So we've got 4 panels here. I'll take we've got 5, sorry. I'll take the 3 big ones, you can have the 2 wee ones, and then we'll probably be done at the same time.
Fuck you. Right. So, for a wee bit of narrative here, I think the first one we should do like a wee shot, the outside of the shop.
Aye, because
and we could do like loads of like eclectic characters hanging about, waiting to go into the donut shop, like queuing up.
or a wee van. Let's see here, right? So it doesn't matter how things happen, does it? Not? A wee donut van,
Aye, donut van,
and then
definitely.
you can draw hunters of wee crazy demons. There can be a demon guy in here.
Aye,
It's a big donut on top of it,
yep, yep.
and then that's me. That's my limit of storytelling right there.
Right, then
I feel as if I was going to say something right, but it was going to just turn into the last week's story, and then somebody will stand here and he'll give him something, and then they'll be
aye,
like,
right. That's it. That's it.
but it can't be that.
We've got to do.
It can be.
We can do.
He wants asked for something. This demon guy, right? He's got horns. Obviously, he's a demon.
Aye,
2 seconds.
and he's presenting. Look, he's presenting this box of donuts, and you can see them all.
I'm getting the fingers
They've all got
clicked
wee
at me.
chains. They've all got wee. They've all got wee chains. They're chained in the box.
Aye, right. I like that. That's good. Wee tiny sad donuts. Wee prisoners. Wee donut
Aye,
prisoners.
they're all screaming help. And then this one we can have like a close up of the donut.
Aye.
We can have a close up of a couple of them like screaming. Ah.
Right.
And then down here we can have a bit of dialogue. See.
That seems just a bit vague for that panel list.
Mate, I was a bit very sorry. I just realised I'd went like I had a bit of a brain fart.
And in this panel, we can have a
Eh,
dialogue. That's it. We're doing a comic, but just dialogue. We'll just write words in there.
What's happening here is
I think right.
words.
There should be like some sort of like maybe somehow showing that, or maybe even in this one, or even in here, you can see that one of them's maybe get a wee key, and they bust out, so there can be the demon here, looking all scared demon.
And then there's demon, and then we can do like demons running everywhere.
There's these wee ones
and
on it.
with wee donuts on their shoulders. The donuts are fighting back.
In fact, just turned into the story for the first one. Or you could even go with that. I like that. That's fine. That'll be alright. The topic today is donuts and demons. Oh, there we go. It's quite a good one actually. And sorry, like let's get this. I'm going to put if everybody's in, I'll put the Discord link up, and you can share your progress. Just share it as and when you want. I like to see progress. If you want to join in with us. Oops. Right, I need to manually type this out until I figure out how to do this better. So just give me 2 seconds, guys.
Right. So, this is where we're getting it. I think I'll just start drawing the demon on the back.
Right, and that's the Discord link. If you're already in it, I'm sure you don't need to use that. It's just for people who haven't already joined. You can just come in. Say we're gonna keep the chat limited to the limit the amount of chat in the Discord. Just kind of use that for sharing the actual images. So I'm going to draw the donut in the first one. Aye.
Aye.
Right, let's do this.
I draw it. See the way you've kind of got it coming out the panel there.
Aye, I was going to go for that. Aye.
Look, I'll delete a bit of the panel.
What I'll do is I'll just draw what you're drawing now. I'll do this middle one now, I think.
Alright, you're doing the one in the middle of the wee donuts with the chains around them and the key.
Aye. Do you want to rub out that stuff that you've got in there, see it?
What stuff?
In the middle one. Just get some lines.
Alright, aye, cool.
Right, let's see.
Wait a minute.
Still there, man. Just put them in a layer you don't know.
I'm looking for the layer, mate. And did I put them in another layer? Oh, there we go. There we go.
I say the theme's demons and donuts. Take for that as you will, as long as it's got demons and donuts. I like to think that when you do drawing challenges normally on my page, it's usually kind of keep it as loose as you possibly can. But I think if we're doing something like this weekly, try and keep it as tight to the theme as possible.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Just for a bit of challenge for yourself as well. So I'm not sure many of us have drawn donuts and demons at the same time. I mean, we've all drawn donuts and demons weekly.
Sorry, I know you were saying something about. Can you put your wee sketch layer back up? So I know where to put this demon hanging out the van.
Oh, sorry man, I'll leave that up.
Aye, cool. That's cool.
Oh, by the way, we've got pictures appearing already with a demon with his own donut shop. Amelia. Right, that's brilliant.
Excellent.
The bar has been set. I better actually start drawing something now, I guess, eh?
Oh, definitely. Right, I'm gonna do my own version of that wee guy. He's going to be in it,
Who we get?
if that's okay. The wee demon that was put in the Discord there.
Brilliant. We'll get like an angry letter. No, you can't do that, that's my demon.
Well, it's no me stealing it. It's an homage.
Right, there we go, we get some demons here. Demons, some donuts. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a few layers here in this. Chains, by the way, whose idea chains? Chains are the worst thing in the world to draw. See if you're planning on colouring something in and putting shading and stuff in it, don't put chains in it. Ever.
It takes a while, dude. That drawing I did yesterday, that I sent you, that was the chains, the little chain in that took like 20 minutes. And it was frying my brain as well, because you want it, like, there's no half-assing chains. Like, if you're going to draw a chain, you need to draw a chain properly, or it just does not look like a chain.
Well, that's the pressure.
So.
That pressure's right on there, isn't it? That's. I was kind of just half-arsing these chains, but now I feel right under pressure. Everybody's judging me.
No, everybody, just me.
It'll look good. It'll be good. I've got a talent. I getting away with not doing things right and people not noticing. Or maybe it's just a lot of nice people that follow me and they never want to say anything.
Hey, listen, it's a style. Right.
See, that's not going to work. So that's wrong, that is. Oops. No, I don't need 2 layers. Can you merge layers? How do we do this? That moves them.
Well, because I've drew something in that layer, and I don't want to draw anything in that layer, because that's a panel layer. I think you can merge the layers.
Merge layer down. There we go. Because I don't need them in 2 layers. Right, so who's all joining in? Anybody else drawing along with us, or you just here to listen to the witty banter?
Witty banter if it's best.
I see like we did say it was donuts and demons. Like, for some reason I just assumed that they were alive, but at no point it did really mention that, did it?
What?
That they're alive. Like, we see just straight off the bat. I'm thinking this. I just claimed them to be alive.
What, the donuts?
Aye. I suppose we didn't.
Well, that's what you think. That's what you think. There was something. There was something going on. Why would demons be selling donuts?
This is where you'll find my my lack actually showing emotion in faces, because I've only got like one face. It's 2 round eyes and a straight mouth.
Still a face though.
But now I need to try and make that look as if they're shocked or scared.
Oh, aye, they look terrified. Stop making me big fucking light.
Oh wait, we were supposed to add in some mini donuts, weren't we? I'll figure that out. Don't worry. I won't forget. Definitely some.
That was a request for the boss.
Right.
Oh, they look tortured. That's what we're talking about. I'm thinking maybe the whole thing could be like it's souls in the donuts. It's like living souls that they make the donuts out of living souls, and that's why they're.
I feel as if that's a lot of story to try and fit in 5 panels. Go for it. That's it.
Well, you could kind of write it. Souls with holes, something like that. You call the donut chat, the donut fan.
It reminds me of that Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Do you ever watch that?
No.
Gotta pay the toll to get into the. Got to pay the. I can't. I've got to sing that. I've got to get it mixed up. It's funny anyway. See that bad thing where people try to do stuff. It's funny on TV and it just fails miserably. That was a moment right there.
Oh, aye. I do that often.
Aye.
I try to tell a joke and then it's like, no.
I feel as if you need to end it with. It is funny on the TV programme, honestly.
See if you have to end it. If you have to end it, you've literally just wasted your breath.
Aye. Right, where am I going? Where's a sketch of this one? Oh, when I'm supposed to have a key into or getting out. I forgot about that. I was just happy drawing donuts. Wee scared donuts. This wee guy here's getting out. So it's no kind of shifty. Concentration is reaches for a key, right? That's not good, that. Or should he maybe have like bolt cutters?
A wee set of bolt cutters. A wee cute set of bolt cutters.
Somebody's commented, we won't say who, bondage donuts. It's chained donuts. You give them kind of wee arms. Where's their wee arms though? There we go. The wee Adventure Time arms, I think. We've got to fit a donut in there. It's got to be a donut character in Adventure Time, isn't there? There is.
Oh, there is.
Aye.
There is. I love Adventure Time.
Aye, so I always mean to like watch it all because I think it starts off as if it wasn't any kind of real story and then it ends up this kind of big epic story, doesn't it?
Oh, it's massively epic. I love the episode where you find out like isn't just some fantastical world.
See, I've not seen that. I've not seen up to.
Oh,
I've seen up to the point that he finds out his dad's alive,
right.
and then not after that. I've not watched it. I keep trying to get my boy into it, but he's not interested in it yet. I say yet. I don't think he's going to be. He doesn't seem to care. Maybe.
My daughter was super into it. Aria loves it. She still does. She's 12. She's still into it. So I'm happy with that. That I can put it on at dinner time and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
I didn't have kids, and I bought the first 2 seasons in DVD, the American versions, the complete editions, because the ones over here didn't have all the episodes in them. Some sort of
Oh, did they not?
no, some of the Britain doesn't show some of the episodes.
Oh, is that censorship or something like that? Or
Aye.
fuck, what man? So this fan's kinda a wee tilt.
You know, you're flying through, she's got another cool demon, like that kind of butterfly demon thing. It's another good one. All I've drew is a bunch of donuts.
Right.
I'm drawing this zoomed far out, I don't know why I do that. Definitely getting the hang of it a wee bit better this programme as well.
It's like I said, man, it's just a bit of a learning curve. Learning all these new things.
What's this, our 4th one? I think by the end of it. Probably spent about 12 hours on it. Easy.
I'd say so by now. I've drew a couple of wee things myself, but they've only been maybe 30-minute sketches. Right. So, right, let me see. Yes. What that butterfly one? That butterfly one's going to front. Right here. If you object to this at all, Amelia, then just let us know.
What was the name of it again?
So souls with a hole.
Right. Sometimes I find it hard to change layers. Clicking on the wrong bit maybe. Right, let's see how I'm going to fit this in. Souls with a hole. That looks a bit nearly right, doesn't it? Aye, no problem. Let's do it. Let's put text in it. Think on the layer. You get a thumbs up if you're allowed to go for it. Oh, by the way, see what
Excellent.
we were talking about last week, we were talking about that Beeple, and then it says like he does the big Pikachu stuff. It's not him that does the ones I'm talking about. There's somebody that does stuff similar to his, but it looks as if they spend a wee bit more time on it. Yeah, because I started following him, and his look as if he's got maybe 3D. He's got assets he just puts in a program into.
Aye, that's how he does them. That's how he does it. Aye.
Aye, whereas this
And
other.
then paints over some of the stuff and rearranges it. Sometimes he'll go and spend longer on them and stuff like that. But
Did you see that the Beeple generator?
no.
I think there's a website called beeplegenerator.com maybe, and you go on it, and I done 4 right after each other, and it was Donald Trump with an old Game Boy Advance strapped to his back, a big giant one on the moon with people surrounding him. And then the next one was it was a big giant banana and it had a naked Buzz Lightyear sitting on the top of it. And I was thinking, by the way, it generates them in seconds, absolute seconds. I posted them up and put them on my story, but I thought people aren't going to understand what I'm sharing here. This just looks as if I'm sharing somebody's weird art.
Oh, they're great, man.
Aye, but that other guy does it.
I think I've seen see the guy's stuff you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Aye, he's the guy that. There was a TV series on Amazon. Oh man, it's going to drive me nuts. Tales from the something. It's a kind of sci-fi thing. It had big robots and stuff in it. It was based off of his artwork. By the way, it was a brilliant series if you've not seen it. That series that I can't remember the name of, to recommend it to anybody. What was that called? I need to check that. Give me 2 seconds. Tales from the Loop, maybe it was called. Aye, Tales from the Loop. That's good because
I just seen an advertisement for that today. Was it good?
It was brilliant. I loved it. I thought it was really good. So it was based on artwork for an artist called Simon Stalenhag, but he's the guy that does all the crazy giant robot pictures and stuff. And they're brilliant. I say that's his name, but he's Swedish and I've probably just totally bastardised it. It's like the big cat leaning over the bridge and stuff, all destroyed. It's all pretty grim. Stuff's awesome actually. Red joke, but I don't understand the kind of copyright terms on Twitch, so I just kind of avoid doing anything like that, just in case. There you go, somebody got in there and says Tales for the Loop, sorry, aye. Did you enjoy it? Is it just me? See that way sometimes I ask questions to the TVs, to the PC monitor, thinking that they're just going to reply to me. Yes. Shouting at it. But aye, if you've not watched that, man, definitely.
Dude, I'm gonna have a wee look. Like I said, I seen an advertisement for it today. It's just weird that you bring it up.
Aye, because see when I search. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just like, what is that?
Aye, because when I searched it there, it looks as if maybe there's a season 2 coming. That'll be good. I was going to say I had a wee cry at it, but I kind of cry at most things, so doesn't
That's
really
okay.
matter nowadays. Just the older I get, the more I seem to be quite emotional.
That's stress, mate, and the sleep deprivation.
It might be that. That's
Yeah. When I'm doing that thing again where I go to say something and have a brain fart and then just carry on drawing.
so far you've drew 3 heads.
Aye.
Yeah, let's have a wee zoom back, see where we're guys. It's looking alright so far. I feel as if my wee donuts need a wee bit more work. I'm not happy with that panel at all. I might just do that all over again actually. Make them look a wee
Well,
bit.
we've got time, mate.
I know.
We've got time.
What do you think? Pond them. Aye, I'm not happy with it. It's going. Let's just make that decision. They are going.
Oh, did you rub them all out?
Aye.
Oh.
I just felt as if they were just, it wasn't I don't know, I think the box should just be more, a wee bit more dynamic than just them all sitting there like that. I wasn't enjoying it. Right, let's get it. Come on, I've got ages, because the way I was thinking here is I've not really got very much more to draw. This seems as if it's going to be mostly yours. And this wee guy up here is looking pretty cool, and I felt as if you're setting a standard that I just wasn't achieving right now. So, I need to...
So you're blaming me?
Aye. Aye, that's it, really. See, even if you want, see if you concentrate on the demons and leave the van. Like, you might do the van later, but
Aye,
I could even...
No, like, I thought you were going to do the van.
Alright, brilliant. Aye, I'll do the van then.
I thought you were going to do the van. I just kind of set that angle to the van because I like the kind of angle that was at. Do you know what I mean? So I've kind of led off of that and started doing these demons all waiting in a line.
Right. Try to figure out where that is. It's as if...
It's like kind of this perspective's kind of like can you see the 2 arrows that I've drawn?
Aye.
Like almost what we're sloping down towards this angle, sloping down this angle.
I feel as if that should just be going along there though. We'll just leave it and I'll come back to it. I'll just concentrate on my wee middle one now. How do you make... I'm struggling more than I should be. On these donuts. I think it's because the angle I've drew the top donut it's thrown me off.
Just change it then, dude.
Aye.
Change the top one then.
See what,
Change the top one.
for me to write that writing, it took ages. Right, so we get a wee box of donuts. it's concentrating on there. I feel as if I spent too. Saying that this time last week we were probably just sorting out the audio, so at least that's a
I
start.
think we were, dude. I don't think we really drew anything yet. Two were just pissing about. Brilliant. Big black line. Right up the front, that's what we want.
So we wanted to be jammed on it. So nice. Alright, let's go for that. Something a bit. Right, so I need to rub out that as well, don't I? I'm just starting again.
Will I lower this wee guy? I think, do you know what I'll do? Right, I'll select this wee guy. And I'll take him in a wee right. One. Is that better? Does that give you a better, more space to kind of get in the top of the van and stuff?
It looks as if it's like that. I feel as if that line should be.
It's like slanted back, almost like the van would be.
Imagine the van would be like that, so that's the front window. See if they're coming this way. As if the van would be coming towards us, that'd be like a wee menu. That'd be the other wheel arch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he should he should be.
I'll turn him.
Aye, that's it. Spot on.
Boom.
And then that's him coming along that way. Aye, do you not agree?
Aye. Yep.
That donut I just deleted was fine. Brilliant.
It's alright, it only took you 2 seconds.
Right, there we go.
Let's do it again.
Aye, I'm happy with that because I wasn't enjoying where I was.
What's the problem now? Oh no. Where's my pencil?
Yeah, so we've got 2 people joining in with the drawing as well. Zero, Psyche and Hellbound. A wee bit of both. I can't remember last year. I'm not very good at reading the things at the time I ask questions. I ask questions and then don't look at the screen for ages. No idea what I'm replying to now. Yes. You just go for a general answer.
I'm having a bit of a problem here, dude.
What's up?
My pen's not working for some reason. It's still the Apple Pencil's working. I just mean on the program.
Are you in the wrong layer maybe?
Oh, do you know what it might be? Deselect. I still had the selection tool selected.
Right.
That's it.
Right, here we go. Let's do this. Right, this is us getting serious now. Oh, aye, right, I remember that now. He's here for the witty banter, he says, particularly mine.
Well,
Saying things like Space Boy Who, that's what the chat just says there.
I can see the chat. Chat doesn't say that, so.
Oh, wrong pen.
This is turning out quite cool already.
Aye, your part is, feels as if I'm letting the side down this week, again.
Just stop continuously self-evaluating yourself and draw things.
Aye, let's just do that.
that where's that wee thing again? That wee demon. I like that wee armor. That was cool.
As if he's asking for something at the shops. Oh, I'm being called out at my lack of donuts. There was donuts, but I wasn't happy with them, so I'm fixing them. It just looked as if it was just a wee box of donuts, but I wanted to try and make it a wee bit more dynamic. So hopefully I achieve that, because if I draw these and these ones aren't, then I've failed. It's funny too, I made that conversation about how taking all that time drawing change and then just deleted it all.
Oh, so you did. Deleted all those chains. Definitely not my favourite thing to draw.
No chance. I'm going to do it again though.
I do admire though, see hair as well. Even though I use a lot of small lines, hair is one thing that I don't enjoy drawing.
I don't get what you mean. Look, there's a circle. There's hair. As easy as that. There's eyes. I don't understand how people find drawing humans hard. There's a person.
It's just that it's something I don't really enjoy drawing, but I do admire when people draw it and they execute it perfectly. You know, and it looks like every there's like loads of strands and you can see like split ends and stuff like that. I think that's awesome. I don't mean in realism stuff, I just mean in general when somebody draws something, maybe a digital illustration that's
I definitely.
not supposed to be realism, but it's that stuff's cool.
It's like, yeah, like people post pictures up and say this, how long it takes them to draw it, and it's nuts how you can take the patience to draw that. Like the hair alone, like when you see people doing, as I say, like all the different kind of layers and the shading and all the kind of fancy effects that they use, and I'd love to be able to sit like that.
I just don't have the.
I don't have the skill either. I mean, that's another part of this conversation, but it's just the patience as well.
Well, that comes with practice, man. That just comes with the constant practice of it, but it's the constant practice of it that takes the time. Time's the most valuable thing. I think if you're going to draw something and you're just kind of going to set out to make it realistic, I think you need to make a choice at some point when you're drawing stuff. You're like, what direction do I want to go? You know, do I want to kind of develop a style, or do I want to, you know, go and do realism? Because it's quite rare to find somebody that does both.
I think the good example of people that do things, let's see the people that do the artwork for like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, like the Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that.
Aye, all the kind of things where like they obviously they've got like realistic looking characters, but on the back of a big ice dragon. I think that's nuts, man. Looks real.
Oh, that stuff's really cool. Like I love that. I love that stuff, and I think that tunes into a lot of having a style as well, though.
Aye.
Like I'm talking about solely kind of realism. You know, the kind of stuff you look at and you're like, well, I'm not quite sure if that's a photo. Or
I remember seeing something like that before. There was a guy that got famous for that. He kept posting up pictures of artwork, and he says it took me like so long, whatever. And it was on Reddit, and it turned out he was actually just taking photos. And they weren't real.
What a chancellor.
I ended up huge. Right, wait, there's a few bits of chat going on, sorry, 2 seconds. Oh, right, they've got Magic Robots got faith in my dynamic donuts. Biggie Z's made it to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. Try and keep as much chat in that as we can. Join in as much as you like. If you're drawing, there's a link to Discord. I'll pop that back in if you want. The theme is demons and donuts. You can just put work in process and things up if you like. Let me just get that in now. I was going to ask an admin to do it, but she's got too many new games, so she's not going to put it in. Can you put that link for? Cheers. It's my admin. I'll hire her. It's for this.
All hail the admin.
What a pro. I'd hellbound see that people draw me biro. I keep trying it. Like I'm a massive fan of Ewan. I'm guessing most people here will know who that is. If you follow me, you likely know who he is. But he does amazing work with a biro. And every time I see him do things like, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try with a biro, and fail miserably. I don't understand how they can get so much depth with a pen that feels as if it just randomly pours ink onto the bit of paper.
See those the wee yellow ones? The wee yellow ones are the best for it.
That's what it must be. It's definitely the pen I'm using. That is what it must be.
Are you using just one of the medium tip biros?
A Bic. That's what he uses as well. He uses Bics, doesn't he?
Aye, but it's the fine line ones, dude. They're the best.
Oh, I didn't know there was like different ones like that. That's
Aye.
all it's been this whole time. I don't. I
Well,
knew.
obviously he's incredibly skillful as well, mate. As but it's the amount of depth you can get with those pens is incredible. I've got a lot of stuff on my Instagram, like I did with those just like wee sketches in the bus.
Aye.
And the Rick and Morty one, did you see the Rick and Morty one I did with the Gazotti? Like, and they're hiding at the other side of the wall.
I didn't know.
That's on my Instagram. That was all done with one of their pens.
Right.
On like a wee A5 sketchbook, but it's really they're really good.
I've realised that I'm not very good at sketching or anything like that. See, unless it's digital. Like I've got 2 sketch pads. I don't know if you can see 2 seconds. Oh no, I'm not reaching that. But see, with my sketching, it is awful. It's just not a pretty thing to look at all. And you see people posting up their sketches and they look brilliant. And I just feel as if, I don't know, I feel as if digital's making it really hard for me to go back to traditional, no matter how much I try to do it. I feel as if...
On you go, sorry, what were you going to say?
I can't find a pen, like my digital pen, in real life. That's the bit.
I think the closest to that kind of pen is the Pilot. I'll send you a picture of it. I've got quite a few of them. They've got like a flexible nib on the end. It's like a brush nib.
Aye, like a felt tip maybe. Like,
it's like that, but it's firm.
Aye, I've got.
It's firm, but it's not an actual brush. But they're really really good for like getting different kind of line weights.
You can see.
The one,
that's not happening. That's what that is. This is a Molotov black liner brush small, and it's brilliant. It is good. It dries dead quick. It is nice, but see like the way I've got my pen set up. I can get. It'd be good if I could get the line weight of a pocket brush with something as firm as like one of the kind of felt brushes. And I've tried a few other ones as well, the kind of creamy coloured pens. These ones here, they are good, but it's as if the felt tip nibs are great for like the first time you use them, and then never again. So they don't keep that firmness.
No.
Right, that's better.
There's-
Trying that middle panel better than the last one. I'm still to add all the chains and stuff.
Aye, definitely. That's cool.
Because it makes no sense if he's not got chains because he's got bolt cutters. I think that's what bolt cutters look like. Just kind of drawings and hoping that. Let's get these chains in. What you'll find is if you've not watched me drawing before, this is kind of how I do most of my drawing. Is I'll draw a kind of basic thing and then just add details. I say details, it's usually just lines or wee circles. I think that I say a lot is if in doubt, just draw line drawing things. That's my tip anyway. That's my tip of the week. There we go. Right, we've got this is our new segment. Space Boys get the theme tune. Go.
What just got stuff? There you go.
I'm surprised you done that. I wasn't expecting that at all. Well, aye, my tip of the week is draw line round things. If in doubt, draw a line round it. You'll see.
Oh no! So it was your tip. So it should have been.
Oh no, it's not my tips. It's our tips. You can have your own tips as well.
That sounded kind of sexual actually when I said that.
It did, aye.
Aye. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going with these demons, by the way, man. But it's taking a really
What you need to,
strange direction.
but what you need to remember is, see all the demons you're drawing up there. You need to redraw them down here, getting it with donuts.
Ah, that's alright.
People enjoyed your song. You know what I mean? See if anybody comments on any one thing that we do, you need to do it every single time.
Yeah, but I will do it next week, but I can't promise I'll do the same. I like to live that improv life. Here we go. Yeah, that's odd.
Give him wee. Oh, do you know what? There we go. Here's another tip. See to make something look heavy. I'll zoom right in
Right
for
away,
this, right? That's it. Right away on it. Right. If something's heavy, so this is supposed to be like a wee ball. Don't draw the bottom line, and it looks as if it's sinking into the ground. Maybe that wasn't a good example because the ball's not round. Or right, let's fix that.
You're telling lies to people, right?
No, I'm not telling lies. I just didn't do it very well. Just have a wee broken line at the bottom rather than a solid line, and it makes it look heavy. But that looks weird that I've drew a straight line across here because of the perspective of the whole picture, so I need to rub that out. But I'll find another example of when I can do that, and we'll do it right. Right, I apologise.
I like this. All the wee chains and stuff like that. I like the I like the bottom donut's face. He's just like, you get the fuck out of here.
Let's do this. Is he give him like a wee tear tattoo under his eyes if he's a pure hardcore prisoner?
Oh, like he's been there.
Aye.
You should do it. You should give him like a sprinkle, like a single sprinkle under under his eye. He's not got any sprinkles but that single one.
Some scars. And his wee moustache, I like his wee sprinkle moustache, I'll keep that one. Give this one teeth out so that's shut. He's looking. He's meaning business.
Yes.
See, he messed this whole middle panel up. This middle panel, this wee ball. I'm unable to draw a circle now. Did I make a big deal of this circle for? Should have said anything. Right, let's see where we're now. Yeah, I'll go up and do this van and we can get the top ones done as well. Right, the van now. Let's see where we're going to go with this. Should be trying to demonise a van, or should I just go for it?
Just go for it. Make it like a.
But I shouldn't have asked that question. You're going to say make it look something and I'm not going to be able to.
No, just make it look like a van. I say the main objective is for it to be most van-like.
Lovely. I watched that thing last night, at the one ever gets it was doing the black lines or something.
Oh, what was that?
It was like a live stream on Instagram. It's like two artists against each other.
Ah,
It's pretty cool.
I like a good battle.
Aye.
It's something that we discussed for this, wasn't it?
Aye, and then somebody stole my idea, didn't they?
Oh, that's right. Monorex, like years and years ago, stole your idea.
Baby, that happens to me all the time. I have an idea and then somebody stole it like 2 years before me.
this is what's always been said about these things, right? Is that look, if you have an idea, you need to act in it, because if you don't act in it, then it's not really your idea.
Aye.
If that's what I've been told anyway. I've had several instances like this in my life, and that's what I've been told, and that's what's commonly said. I do believe after looking into it, I'm like, oh well, look,
That's I think why.
the universe is just like that to everybody. Then.
I do believe that. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of half start projects all the time. See, like, kind of a lot of post things up like 100 skulls, and then it did become something, or that 100 robots, and it's not became anything yet. And I like to just kind of look. I've got this idea. Don't you take it? It's mine. Or at least if I do it, then I say, well, I had that ages ago anyway. Like, I posted it in social media. It's fine. I can do it, even though like I wouldn't bother if somebody else was doing it, but just so that I don't get called out and then feel as if I need to explain myself.
Well, do you know what? That's a good point. I just I take all the ideas and I've still got them on sketchbooks, and I'm like super protective of them. And I'm like, right, this is a good idea. I think this is a really good idea. And then I start working in it, and I work in it for like maybe a week or something like that, and it reaches a certain stage of completion, and then it's like, oh, I've got another idea, and that just sits in the notebook.
I just share them. Because like,
I've shared bits and pieces of certain ones, like
even if somebody steals it, I mean, I feel as if you can still. It was your idea initially, so you're hopefully you should be able to do it better anyway.
oh well, the things that I'm talking about, it's like stories. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And if like somebody releases like a story that's similar to your story, just before you've released it, you're like, ah, fuck. Right, well, that's mine, fuck.
Aye, but that happens, doesn't it? I'm trying to think, like, that happens to movies all the time. You see that way, like, you're watching films get released at the same time, that they must have been made at the same time, and they come out and they're almost the exact same film.
That's it never makes for a good movie though, does it? Like what was the ones White House Down, and remember there was two films about an attack in the White House,
Aye, something.
and one with Channing Tatum in it and one with Jared Butler.
I mean, I think you could have just said their names and realised they weren't going to be good films anyway.
Well, I tell you what, see the one with Channing Tatum in it. I couldn't remember what one it was that me and my me and my partner were sitting slagging, because it was just Die Hard in the White House. Like, they didn't make any effort, not even like make the Die Hard references subtle. They were he was literally in a vest with no shoes on.
I was going to make a joke about it. Actually saying things like, you're going to die hard. Oh, you can't. I think you just get. I watched. I got that Shudder on Amazon. Just don't click on it.
You were saying that?
Aye, so I watched the film. It was the film for the director of Blair Witch, and it's more or less just Blair Witch, but with a Yeti.
Okay.
It's not good. That's as much as we'll go into that. That was.
Right. Okay.
Aye, but I thought Blair Witch was brilliant, but this isn't.
Well, see, like Blair Witch was great for when it was done, right? And then I think there was a lot of really good movies in that theme made afterwards. Like, but I'm a big lover of Cloverfield. I thought Cloverfield was a great movie.
Aye, I liked it and all.
The first one, man, it was great. The only thing I didn't enjoy was the fact that when I went to see it in the cinema, the guy that was sitting in front of us, like, he was eating something, and it was the worst smell I have ever smelled in my entire life, whatever it was he was eating. And he proceeded to picket it all the way through the movie. And now, whenever I watch that movie again, I'm reminded of that smell. It haunts me, man. It was awful. I have no idea what it was he was eating. I was like, why are you even putting that in your body?
A dead
It
body.
smells so bad.
It's just turned out to be some sort of mad serial killer. Going to the cinema afterwards. That's the kind of places they go in it. That is what happens, by the way.
Was it? Are you trying to suggest that it was a smell of human flesh or something like that? You can smell.
Ah, yes. That's the kind of places they go, so that they can kind of look as if they're no, I was here all night. Just saying. Weirder things have happened.
Well, now that's me going to be thinking, was it human flesh I could smell?
Right, let's see this. Where are we now? Zoom back, let's see where we are. Not very far into this one actually, are we?
No, not too far, but
Let's take some of these rubbish things away. Oh, we've got cities and everything in the background. This one's turning out pretty cool actually. Obviously you can kind of work your magic in that middle panel by making things look dark and kind of twisted, but at the end, don't worry about that now.
I've got, of course. I like the wheels in this. They're like super futuristic.
That's big wide arches, as if he's pimped my ride.
I like it.
Right, so I'm going to in this one here, this one down the bottom left, or this one, the donuts are going to be there, aren't they? So I can draw them in the foreground and then you can fill your demon in round about them.
Aye, yep. That's what you do.
So you'll notice is how different styles that both of us have got. Like, I like to kind of jump between images and I'll always come back and add wee bits in. Where Space Boy gets all his detail in as he's drawing it. I feel as if I need to always kind of take a step back to look before I can do that.
I get right into it when I'm there, and I get a wee bit lost sometimes. I do intend to. I say the same. I say to myself what you do, and go, oh, I'll jump there, and I'll jump there, and I'll jump there, but it never happens like that. I always just end up doing the same thing, and getting super into the one bit.
Not really get very much to draw, to be honest.
Oh shit! Keep doing that.
Right, so that'll do. Oops. That'll do me for there the now. And I need to make sure I touch that.
I'm thinking actually, should I just rub this head out that I'm doing there, getting given the thingy, and put like a speech bubble in, saying half dozen? Just underneath.
What is that you're drawing at the bottom? I might be mixing this up here. Is that a head for the top of his head?
That's for the back of the demon's head. I'm drawing the back of the demon's head here, and then the guy that's given.
Aye, so I've drew that at the wrong angle, ain't I?
No, that was good the way you drew it, and then maybe just like have more of an angle in the box kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I've drew that line. So we see more of the underside of the box.
Right.
Your angle's good. Your angle's the angle's fine, dude.
I just leave that line there now. Then I'll come back to it.
Right.
Ah, right. No, I got you now. Aye. So the guy here, he's the one handing them over.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, got you. Right. Give me 2 minutes, right? 2 seconds.
And this one's the demon scared and running away. Fuck yourself. This is quite an interesting film. Again, if you've got any ideas for next week's film, just drop them into the comment. We'll just add me or Emily if you're not following us already, and just send us messages.
Hello. Oops, sorry.
What you think. And that'd be cool. It's always good to kind of come in with an idea already, or else we'd probably end up just drawing random stuff.
Is that not what we end up doing?
Aye. It kind of is, but with more of a direction on it.
Are you feeling the pressure there?
What? No talking?
Aye.
Aye, a wee bit.
So it's all quiet. I need to say something.
A wee bit.
Hello.
I was fucking boring myself. Am I right? Like, have I just being completely inaccurate, or the donut guys wear wee hats like this?
But that looks exactly how I would imagine a demon donut server to wear.
Good. Okay.
Dude, dude. Demon donut server, dude. So if anybody is drawing along, why don't you show us what you've got so far? It's a work in progress and things. You're getting to see ours. Let's see what you've got. Again, remember it's if anybody's joined in after the whole thing, so you can draw along with the same theme as us and share it on Discord, and we'll share it on our social medias. Is that what you were just saying?
No,
Right.
it wasn't. But that as well.
Aye. I realised as I was saying that, I think I was away there and it sounded as if that was the actual conversation he was just having. So about Spaceboy just says 10 seconds ago, I'm just going to say again.
Yeah, well, Doctor People just added something to the Discord there.
He's going all out rather than drawing bored cats waiting on us sorting out technical difficulties, and he's going full comic as well.
That's it. He's doing his own comic strip, eh?
Brilliant, man.
Excellent.
That top right panel's really nice. I like his face. So that is you've got like a kind of an almost demon character in you. He's kind of a recurring character with the balaclava and stuff. Is that what you call that around somebody's face? No, a bandana, innit? Is a bandana like the cowboys have as well, innit?
Aye. Aye, just like a scarf wrap.
Aye.
About the face. I like that wee guy.
Aye. Like he's reaching out the panel as well. Getting the choppers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I need to Google them. So we're talking about like classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. Oh no, I do know what you mean. The wee. It's Krang's wee robot hangs in it with the hind legs. God, do you remember Turtles was brilliant?
Are they not called mousers?
Are they?
I'm sure they were called mousers looking up.
Oh, there we go. Let's find out. Because we all know that this stream's all about educating people on 1980s cartoons.
Pop culture. Yep.
You think they're called mousers?
I think so.
Aye, they're aye. So it's not just it's mousers as what is it you call that? An anagram? Is that right, or is that something else? I get mixed up with which ones are what. I should just stop saying
What
things.
is it like? Just the letters.
Aye, aye.
Aye.
I tried to zoom in there, so I did, but it says they're scrappy, something heaps of metal, and I think that's not the same letters. I'm not going to read. So aye, Mouser stands for scrappy chunks of that. Nope, it doesn't. Mousers. There you go. You're learning stuff as well as you're getting to see amazing art. Amazing art.
You can blame that on my unhealthy obsession with the Turtles game when I was younger.
The game? The side-scrolling one?
The Nintendo game, aye.
It used to be like the
NES game.
and you could move the van about, couldn't you? The city.
You could. The Technodrome was at the very end of the van you used to drive about, like the really generic street, and every single level was the same setup, but the only difference was the manhole to go down to the sewers was in a different place. And there was like water levels, and you couldn't touch the sides because they were all electric and stuff. That was brilliant.
Hellbound shared his as well. So he's taking that route, the bondage route as well, but it looks at.
I think you set people on that route, mate.
I did, aye.
That was your doing.
I don't know, I think Hellbound's definitely kind of firmly down that route quite often. Likes a wee bit of bondage. I didn't realise he's saying these things out loud. Aye, it definitely looks like you're going to finish this time, man. It's looking good. Looking a bit creepy. I don't know how to. You just. I'm going to draw this panel over here now as well, right? But I'm going to draw it so that maybe the bottom 2/3 are mine, and you only need to draw like a scared face. Because I feel as if I'm kind of having to just wait a lot now. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, no, like do that, mate. Aye, just aye, like they're all bouncing at the box at them.
Aye.
You kind of draw the box like it's falling.
Aye.
The box, like he's dropped the box. Aye.
Aye, so the box will be kind of like. I'll fix that, whatever that is, right? But you get the idea. Aye, you don't need to draw it now, man. I'll just. Now they're all the chains have backfired because now the chains are now weapons.
Yes.
Oh no, what happened there? I panicked, everything got deleted because I leant on something. Yeah, we're alright, we're alright.
I actually for a second did think you deleted that whole thing. I was going to go, fuck, that was so good as well.
There's the other leg a bit better on it, up and down. Right, where's the box got to go? If you got balance, right, I can work something into that later. Other wee guy. It's been we drew the first one, cats and dogs, that was the first week, wasn't it? And
Aye.
last week was aye, the aliens. It's been a good mix. I think we've had some good suggestions, so it's been alright that way.
It's good. There's been a few kind of similar suggestions for the week after.
Aye.
Like going, do you know what I mean? But like there's every chance that we'll, draw your idea if it's something different for the week before. Because we want to kind of keep things flowing in a different direction every week.
Hence the
Just,
lack of robots, cats, and dogs. We see we
aye,
get a lot of them suggested.
I'm just, I think, like, what we wanted to discuss this last week, what we wanted to kind of do with this was, um, eventually, once we've got enough of them, you know, put them all together into like a wee mini comic, and just to kind of bulk out the world of the kind of main comic book that we're creating.
By the way, good luck fitting this one in. Good luck.
Oh no, dude, this could totally be fitted in.
It's kind of like that whole. I feel as if I've just got to fall into that whole it's time travel trope. So how does it fit in? Portal. It's a portal. So how do the donuts
Aye,
fit? It's a portal. There was a donut world. There was a demon world. The demons liked donuts. Portal.
oh, there was a demon world, and they will. What I'm getting for this, anyways, they've put human souls or living souls into their donut mix, and the obviously the souls have came to and realised that they're donuts and they're going to be eaten. So
That's why.
there's
That's why William Spaceboy does the writing and I don't, because my answer would have been portals. And that's it. Brilliant. That's his class.
I think, see this wee guy with the bolt cutters, I think you should make him smoking a sprinkle as well. Or like, I don't know, he just looks like he looks like he should be smoking something.
Well,
He's,
I usually come back and I make all the wee details later. I had that idea and all. That was one of the future ones that you'd stole off me before I says it.
he looks super, he looks kind of hardcore.
Aye,
He looks different to the other donuts.
His mouth's no right in it, not I need to do something about all that altogether.
No, I like that. I like that. The way and I was thinking about like just hanging the whatever it is at the if it's sticking at the side, you know what I mean?
I agree.
I like how you gave him a wee like moustache as well. A wee sprinkle moustache.
Just wee sprinkle moustache, aye, that's... Chains, that's it. I think I should maybe do one up here. I feel as if I can may as well fill a lot of this space and you can have very little in this one, do you know what I mean? Even if I've got the wee guy.
Oh, I definitely did. I mean, like I'd say here, see here,
Aye.
see just where you drawing them, right? I think that's I think see like here.
So I was thinking about taking that space here.
No, it's cool. You can take that space. Like there's one jumping up there as well.
Aye.
Aye. You can take that space. So it's the main feature demon here is Amelia's second drawn.
He's got a sock puppet. That's what it looks like here. Look.
He's got a sock puppet.
That's what it looks like. You've drew that line in.
It does look like he's got a sock puppet.
Wait
a minute, that's a chain, isn't it?
It was a chain supposedly, aye, but now it's a sock
That's
puppet.
a chain.
I think next week's theme needs to involve sock puppets.
Dude, that's a great idea. Can we do kit and grin sock puppets?
No, we've got that thing that we're supposed to be doing. Let's get this out here as well. In fact, there's an idea that I come up with, and it was about doing a children's book about kitten.
That's right.
This isn't my idea, by the way. I feel as if sometimes I need to explain it most of the time I'm talking nonsense. It was a joint idea.
It was, dude. It was something we were talking about, and then it ended up we sat and we just kept spitballing ideas, and it turned into something that could be quite glorious, actually.
Aye, so we'll be cut out characters of Kit and Grin, and it'd be kids' books but I can't remember the names of them, but it was things like, what was it you were saying? It's Spaceboy again does most of the writing, so most
it
of
was
the
like
writing.
it was like it was like how to make an improvised weapon.
Aye.
Like they were better than that. Again, this me sounding like the guy that's trying to tell a joke that's heard in telly.
Put you under pressure. It's like you could, I could ad lib a theme tune, but I can't tell you actually something that I've wrote already.
Story of my life.
One of them was I can't remember the wheel. I could check, so I could, but I don't want to because there's a folder I'll go into that'll have loads of stuff that sometimes you don't want to share all it. Right, he's going to have a. Right, I'll come back to them. That's fine. See
For
that?
some reason, I just think this demon that I've been drawing here is an homage to this other demon that's been drawn put in the Discord. Yeah, Amelia. I feel as if it should have eyelashes.
Aye,
I don't
definitely.
know if it's supposed to be a specific gender, but you know,
I've got
we don't care
eyelashes.
about the things here. There we go.
A minute.
I've got eyelashes, by the way, and I'm a guy.
What gender doesn't have eyelashes?
I just what I meant was common eyelashes.
Right. See this panel. See the panels you've done. Most of the work on it. You're right to rub out the background stuff. So there'll be lines over the donuts over here.
That's fine. That's fine.
You need to rub that out. That's not mine.
Oh, you want me to rub it out? Okay.
Aye, well.
I see what we're going with. Sorry.
I don't think I can go on your layers, can I?
You do it, but go. Rub it out.
No, not that one. The one on the left.
That's right.
That one, aye. You could at least make it a bit bigger. So I've got
it's like 13 pixels. Just didn't want to rub out anything else. Then I go, oh, that's right. I'm not actually in that layer anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Right, let's do this, and I'll go and tidy these wee guys up.
I think you've got a couple of wee bits.
Aye, I've got one.
Well,
aye. I'm alright with mine. It's just yours I didn't like in it. So an alpha male thing.
Get your fucking lines out my space, mate.
Aye, I don't need to do much in there. You've got loads of detail, man. Oh, maybe some chains.
You should put the soles with a hole on the front of the box.
That's a good one actually. I'll make sure I get a hole in so that over the whole page you can make out the whole thing. See in that panel you're in, you've got a wee line. Do you know what? I'm best rubbing that out. In fact, if I rub that out,
I'm fucking drawing in the. I'm drawing that panel I was in, that layer I was in before. Fuck it.
what have you got hundreds of different layers?
got in this panel?
No, nothing. I'm still unsure about. Maybe see this leg. Is this wee guy's leg going to be in front or
Ah,
behind?
that's cool.
So you,
That's fine.
so
You
you've
can
got
do-
a wee
you can
line
do
in
that,
there. You've got a wee line in there.
I'll get rid of that.
But then I think I might need to change that because I feel as if the lines of the shape of her head are copying each other too much.
Aye, right. Well, what I'll do is
I'm going to rub out that. I'll rub out that whole wee donut guy, and then just add something in later. That makes it easier
No, look,
because
I can make it more accommodating. See if I go like that and
Aye.
give you more space for the donut, and then you can shove his leg in. Then I'll just add in the top of the head where I can add it in.
I'll do maybe coming in more or less. I didn't know who the falsetto sock puppet theatre was. I had to Google it. A Scottish sock puppet group? I've never heard of that. Is that the ones that used to be in is it Chewing the Fat? The ones about the Iron Brew? Am I mixing that up? The Gaelic ones?
I think they made that up, did they not?
No, but this I googled that. Somebody wrote nod to the sock puppets from falsetto sock puppet theatre, and I had to Google it.
Ah,
I didn't want to say I googled it. I want to try and get on and know all these stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a streamer on that now. And
you're a cultured man.
but I had to Google it, so I'm not that cultured. I never even heard it. Scottish sock puppets. See that there's somebody else stealing my idea before I done it. 15 years ago. Nothing is original.
It's true.
It's horrible. Sometimes I think I've come up with the best ideas ever, and you always just kind of check it, and then try and uncheck it. And I've never seen that. Because see, if you do come up with an idea and you check it, it ends up swaying your idea, and you just shouldn't check it anyway.
Well, see with the ideas that I hold on to, like the nuclear codes. That's that's the ones that I've checked and go, there's nothing like it. I must hone this. Must keep it, protect it.
Portals.
Portals.
There could be like I've got an idea, right? See, rather than having just a couple of them, this wee guy here could be shouting "Donuts Unite" or something, and in this bottom panel, it can be like an absolute swarm of donuts, and then your demons, all kind of, and this massive swarm, and then I can put in tiny donuts. I've not forgot. See.
Aye, they'll be happy.
Aye, and there can be loads of donuts just hammering at them, going for it, shouting freedom.
I like it.
Has to be a nod to that Scottish movie that all Scottish people shout or think's historically accurate. That's exactly how it went. Picasso.
There should be a donut. I feel there should be a donut joke in there as well. Pardon me.
Right. See, Single Dad says Picasso said the best art is always stolen. But surely that would mean,
Well,
how would that work? Because if they stole it, then surely the piece of art before it. Picasso not cut his own ear off. I think he was a bit nuts. I think it was David Bowie that says that and all some along the lines in it. Steal one idea, you're a thief. Steal a million, you're a genius.
look at Ross Muir. Ross Muir's art. I mean, his art's like he can replicate a Van Gogh painting. Do you know what I mean? Like the skill involved in that, it alone, is crazy, right? And he'll replicate one of the paintings and then just add some like he did with the one of Van Gogh's portrait.
Aye, who is that? What did you
And,
say his name is? Scottish guy?
Ross Muir art. Ross Muir. Yep.
His dad's somebody I know, isn't he?
Eh?
His dad is an artist I know or something, isn't he? I'm trying to think who.
I think so.
I think I'd knew about his dad or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Oh, I've got compliments. So the best art is always stolen. So our art is definitely going to get ripped off. I think we were in last week. I think if there was a prize, if there was a prize in it, you would have won it.
See if there was stickers. See if there was stickers in the goal. You'd get the stickers.
But there isn't.
All your stickers the other week.
Eh?
You gave them all away the other week. That's
Aye,
why.
aye.
Everybody gets stickers.
Stickers for everybody. Way. Stickers for all. Whee. I always felt weird printing that one, but I gave everybody the file, so I felt as if it was fair game. That 100 skulls one.
Oh, aye,
Because I think I says to you about somebody saying, oh, you can't make money off other people's art. I thought, well, oh, what happened there?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hello?
It sounds as if that was just some sort of crazy feedback. It's gone now.
Oh, I moved there and I went pretty close to my phone.
Right,
I had
right.
Bluetooth headphones and I don't know maybe if that was the case.
Aye, it might have been that. Panicked. I thought everything was going wrong. See, just that split second there, I was like, oh no. What do you think about this bottom panel? Do you want to have a wee sea of donuts? And I can draw them all different sizes and that. It gives me this whole area. And then you've got this area again.
Yes, let's do that, mate.
Brilliant. Let's do that.
I want to get like at least one wee guy kind of caught up in the donuts, like
Aye.
Like here, and he's trying to fight them back.
Fight them back. Does he not understand what this is? A donut swarm. Right, I'll kind of draw like a.
Aye, like they're all kind of falling over the top of him and everything.
Aye, so that means I can draw them everywhere really. His arm can be coming out of there.
That's his leg. It's his knee.
His knee can be coming out of there.
His knees coming out of there.
You draw your character in there then around, and I'll work around that. I've drew that in the wrong layer. Nice toes. Always think like feet are a pretty hard thing to draw.
Oh, you've not seen the rest of the foot yet. They're an incredibly difficult thing to draw. Feet and hands, I think, is one of the things that always gets it always gets every artist at some point. You need to put a bit of time into them.
His knee, see his knee here. Don't draw his knee because it's going to become through a donut. You know what I mean?
Oh right, okay, right. I've got a bit of donut here. Okay, right. Right, cool.
Do we look figure out what I'm doing with that? But I'll obviously go back out because. I mean, that kind of gives me that whole bottom corner to work with, do you know what I mean? Don't worry about how the rest of the picture looks, I've just got a lot of layers and different right, where are we here? Right, so do I can have donuts up there? That's fine. We want up here even. Poking them in the eye.
I like a toothpick or something like that in his eye.
Are these demon heads yours? See this bit across the middle here, is that your drawings?
Oh yeah, I'll get rid of him.
Aye, because I wanted to try and figure out the way. I should put some toothpicks and stuff in there. Toothpicks with marshmallows or something in them.
The Thinking Man is a bronze sculpture by Auguste Rodin.
Oh, you
usually
tell that
placed on a
creepy
stone
bitch to shut up.
pedestal.
By the way, what's going on? Alexa, stop. Right, so I'm getting feedback that it's hard to hear you, right? So wait a minute, I think I might be able to fix that now, right? Because, right, Spaceboy, keep talking to me.
Oh, okay. See when you say that, it makes it really difficult to talk to you.
Right,
It
next thing.
does.
I've turned them up now.
Um,
Let me know if that's any better. Right.
hello,
It doesn't,
hello, hello.
we'll just kind of talk as normal and then see. Because we did, I don't know, last week we had a horrible time of setting up the volumes. It was embarrassing. I was stressing out and everything. Spaceboy turned up late. Not that I'll keep bringing that up again. And then when he did
No,
turn
it's
up,
only like the fifth time or something like you brought it up. And every single day when we're talking about the stream, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
but we thought we had it, and then at the end, people says it was a bit quiet as well. So any kind of feedback, by the way, if you're in the stream, you can hear us, and there's any issues, let us know because we want to obviously try and resolve them, make them better for everybody that's listening. Obviously, I'm the funniest one, so you want to hear me more than Spaceboy. But
So
other
is that why you turned me down last week, is it? It's all coming out now. It's all fucking coming out now.
oh, it's better. There we go, but not good yet. Just better.
What, do I sound really low? Or is
Aye,
it just...
aye. It says you're a wee bit quiet. Aye. Right.
see, I could...
No, it's not you. It's not. It's nothing to do with you at all. It's definitely.
Alright,
It's
okay.
me. It's don't you touch anything.
No, I was going to say that, well, if that's the case, then people have had it because
Aye,
I kind of shout.
it's definitely not you. It's just that say I'm new to all this as well. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, this is fun. I think we'll get it. We'll get it sorted eventually. Should have said that about 50 times last week as well.
I think this one seems to be going a lot better. I definitely feel as if
Oh no, definitely, dude. It's night and day for the past couple of times. Like I said as well, I'm really liking the use of the prompts for it. It's making us draw something a wee bit different every time.
aye, like donuts.
Demons.
Aye, I definitely enjoy them. Oh, brilliant! It says we're both pretty equal now. Cheers for the feedback, babe. That's brilliant. Really helps.
Excellent. Keep that setting. Take pictures.
Aye. Do you know what?
Do whatever you need to do.
I'm going to take a picture. That's a good idea because I thought it was all fine the first time, and then I don't know if it defaults. If I do something, if I add something new, I take something out.
Ah.
Right, picture has been taken. Right, so he's going to be kind of in the middle of the sear. Go here's the oops. Drawing in unison there.
Lines at the same time. Oh, see, I did something there, and I don't know. It bothers me. See, whenever you draw something, right, and say you put a curved edge at one side, right. So you're drawing like an arm, right. It never ever looks right if you put another curved line at the other side of the arm. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's something to do with making it. I don't know. dynamic or whatever when you're using the. The arm just doesn't look right at all. That's probably what it is.
I think it looks good. But unless you're Mega Man,
Well, it's got a big. The wee Doom reference.
if in doubt, draw something so you don't need to draw hands. Kid on, it was for a reference.
Oh no, I'm putting a hand in there. Oh aye, it's a gauntlet. It was all just talk. The Doom reference.
Oh, right.
I don't think
Whoops.
I'm a seasoned enough Doom player to make a Doom reference. I think that's just a bit cheeky.
I'm not either. I do fancy the newer ones, but I've just not got round to playing them.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of past the whole just playing games for the mindless gore fest. Do you know what I mean? I know there's like a story to it, but like I don't know. There's only so much of the games I can play. I need story.
See, it's weird because I used to be the other way. I used to be everything I was playing, I needed to have a story. Like it was all RPGs, character building, all that. But see, now I just want to just have total mindless violence to an extent.
I don't know. I need something with a bit of substance. Like I could play. We talked about this before as well. I could play Skyrim to the next one comes out.
Oh no.
It's a game that never ever gets old for me. No matter how many times I played it.
Right, let's make a That's us getting initial drawings down. There we go. But do you know what? Just turn that layer off. I'm just going round rubbing everything off in it. How's everybody else's coming along now? Can you tell the story we're telling? I don't like you guys either. These ones here are not very good. Kind of look as if they're just ignoring him. I'll wait until you've done your maybe hand in that and
do you
I'll
know what
come
you
back.
should put? Do you know what you should put? Kind of here.
A big one in the foreground.
The eye, mate. Yep.
See, I was going to do that, but I feel as if the foot.
Like it's falling over.
I might need to do it in front of the foot a wee bit because it looks as if it's just a big giant one.
Aye.
Oops. You want to rub that line out then, man? I'm struggling so hard to this big line. Oh no.
Fix that thing's face up the top as well.
Giant donut.
Oh shit.
Somebody else is a Skyrim fan. Oh, flying horses.
Dang. Ooh. Yeah, definitely did not mean to rub that out.
See, my problem, I think, if we spoke about this before, right? The Skyrim is I can't play that game because how ugly it looks.
Ah, see, but that's when you play it in vanilla. You don't play it in vanilla. You play it with mods, and it is glorious.
It's the art style that's horrible. The armor sets are horrible. The people's faces are ugly.
Aye, that's what you. So see when you play, it with mods. I've got mods that totally change the player body types. It's like custom. It's like custom models. It changes the skin textures. It changes the hair. It changes their eyes. I've got mods for the lighting, for the actual textures and the environments, like the wood, and like for nature sounds and everything as well. So like, when you're walking through, you can hear eagles and you can hear the water running and birds chirping.
Right.
And when you go into the farms, you can hear like goats and chickens and everything, and it's awesome. And then the armor set part, you can download kind of all the armor sets you want to download, different weapons and everything as well. And there's a lot of them that don't. Now, look, when you play with mods, sometimes it's like, oh well, you may as well be cheating.
I
So
don't.
you can just add environmental mods, and that's what it does, is change the environment.
Right.
And it doesn't really aid. It doesn't aid you. Some of the armor sets as well that are made are just like they're not extremely powerful or anything. It's just for the cosmetic look of them. And some of them that are more powerful, you can only craft them when you get to a certain tier.
Right.
So it's honestly, man, with mods, it's amazing. My favourite mod for it is there's a Predator mod.
What, 2 seconds, man. Thanks
And
a lot for joining us, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for getting involved as well. We like that. Somebody has to shut off. Single dad.
all right, okay. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Sorry, I just kind of the Predator mod does sound cool already without just saying anything other than it's a Predator mod.
Oh, it's excellent. They even go as far as to put in there's like a crashed ship away up in the ice, away up at the very top of the map, and you have to go and find it. And there's like the ship's been there for ages, and it's all like merged into the ice. And there's drop pods that you find all over the place, and it's proper Predator drop pods. It just looks amazing. You collect masks. You have to upgrade your equipment, going for like just having no mask at all, and then you find your mask and you're able to regenerate health better, and it's just so well thought out, man. And you become the ultimate dragon hunter, which is brilliant. In the ship as well, they've got like now the whole wall of skulls that you get.
Aye.
They've got that. They've got all the skulls, and there's like they've actually put some of the tombs that you go into that you would usually find like the Dragoa, the kind of zombies in. They're infested with aliens, and you have to go and find the alien queen.
Like
Away down.
Like xenomorph aliens.
Yes, yes.
That does sound pretty cool.
Dude, it's amazing. It's amazing. It made me play the game all over again. Just to like when I get my hands in this mod, I was just like, wow, this is amazing.
I've just drawn all the donuts individually rather than just that swarm. I think it'll work out better in the end.
I've really wanted to play Thingy as well, Fallout 76, but it seems like there's been a lot of shit talked about it. I know your sister-in-law plays it.
I think it's supposedly got better, but it's not my cup of tea, man.
I love the Fallout games.
I think,
Just that whole style to everything.
but again, they're ugly.
Oh, that's kind of, I don't know, man. I love the Vesta style. I love that style. I think it's got a really gritty graphic novel style to it.
It looks as if it's running on an engine about 20 years old, because I think it might be. Everything's just ugly.
Oh, dude, like
You're
the
going to
games.
be talking about mods again.
No, see the. I'm not going to talking about mods. See the old Elder Scrolls games. I remember, God, about 15 years ago, my partner's dad used to play the games all the time, and she came in one day and she had I think it was, what was it, the Black Isles or something like that? Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, man. It was like a really old Elder Scrolls, and I put it on, and the first bit I have to go to this Argonian village, right? And I walked into the Argonian village, and I'm walking past one of the characters did, and they're all like paper cutouts. It was it was quite funny. So this is why I think everybody went crazy when Oblivion came out. They were just like, oh, Elder Scrolls, but it's playable. Amazing. You actually get to take part and kill things properly.
Aye, because
You're not just getting rushed with a paper silhouette.
I remember playing, like when I did have a PC, or when I played on my PC, I remember playing one of the games, and it's like you're saying it started. It was Elder Scrolls. Is that the name? Is Elder Scrolls the name of the series? I get all mixed up.
Yes, Elder Scrolls is the name of the kind of world.
So there was one of them I did play, and I remember starting it. I thought this game looks pretty cool. This is quite interesting. I was like, what's in this bucket over here? And then the next thing I know, there was a villager beating me to death, and I thought, nah, done.
That was that Oblivion?
No, it was the one before Oblivion.
Morrowind?
Morrowind, that's what it was, aye.
Aye.
And I just never get. I played Oblivion. I get quite far into Oblivion. I might have even finished it. Is Oblivion the one with the big, the portals?
Yes. Aye. Chained to the ground and
Aye.
Like away in the sky. Aye.
Aye. I did enjoy that one. I always make a mistake in these games though. I go on a warrior, and then you get like halfway through and think, I should have definitely picked up a more interesting class. This is a bit boring now.
Aye, like I'm sick of my sword and my fucking shield.
Aye. I wish I had magic.
That's why I always end up playing these games again and again and again. Because I'm like, oh, I wonder how it would have been if I just did it this way.
And then you find out it was exactly the same, and that whole branching pathways is all lies.
Aye, basically.
Aye.
Basically.
All the decisions
you
you
can
make.
still complete the game.
Like, I think the one that was.
Still.
Oh.
No, on you go.
I think the one that was the cyberpunk one, they were talking about how there's all these different guys to pick for the start, or the 3 different classes. But my wee cousin picked one, I picked the other one that was just exactly the same. Apart from, oh, you come for the sandy place? Aye. Oh, you come for the town? Aye. Alright then. That was it.
Does it not have some effect in your character, like who you get to speak to, who you kind of get affiliations with and stuff?
No.
Already? No? Oh.
I think like the first mission. Well, do you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is more to it than I thought. But what we could tell was more or less it was basically the same.
Well, that sucks.
Aye, I think it was something they planned on doing more. And you're getting hunters a chain around your legs now and all. Don't know if people are going to be able to tell us his chain's right, but we know it's there.
And what did you think they just kind of released the game the way it was?
I think it was down to the like the investors, wasn't it? I don't think they wanted to release it. I think they were like, listen, this isn't ready. We don't really want this to go out. Like, tough. We need to make money. But this is going to be a commercial suicide. Like, nah, just do it. It'll be fine. Nobody knows. People play anything.
Nobody really knows about games anyway, and it's not as if they'll be able to tell each other because I imagine a place where they could all talk about us, publicly, and like thrash the game and nobody will buy it because of it. The places like that don't exist, man. Just fucking put the game out.
And everything went fine, so there was no issues.
No, I was really psyched about playing it, and then I seen all the things, and I was like, oh right, okay.
I bought two
Cool.
games last year. I've got that Xbox Game Pass, and that's all you kind of really need, I think. But I bought two games. I bought Marvel Avengers and I bought Cyberpunk, and both of them are massively regretted.
See, I used to be right into buying the game when it just came out, like back when I had my 360. Every time a new game came out, I was like, oh, better go and get a new game. And then, I don't know, I just, after a while, I think I had so many disappointments that I was just like, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Aye,
I'm going to wait. I never used to want to be the guy that would wait to see what the reviews were. I'm like, because I want to play a game because I want to play it. I don't want to play a game because of the reviews kind of thing.
aye, because somebody told you.
Aye, so because somebody told me to play it.
I make my own decisions, not anymore than that. Somebody tell me if I should play it or not.
Somebody fucking please tell me if this game's gash or not. Come on.
I've not got time for this.
I don't even think I'm going to be able to make time to play the game as it is, so please tell me if it's worth spending the money that I'm going to spend in it.
It's just so it can sit in a box or on my hard drive.
Oh, in a box, man.
Or do you still buy them?
But if I'm spending the money, man, I like to buy them because I don't feel that I bought anything if I just get them through the store.
I don't mind it. I'm quite into the digital versions. Saying that, I bought Monster Hunter. I bought a hard copy, the physical copy there.
See, I've had a couple of bad experiences as well, like just with my general group of mates that I play PlayStation with. Like they'll be right into, because I don't play as much, they'll be right into a game, right? And they'll be like, I'll go on, and they'll be like, oh man, I'm like, so what he's playing? We're playing this. Oh, is it good? Oh man, it's amazing. Blah blah this, blah blah that, and I'm like, right, cool. So I go and I spend like 40 quid on the game, and then I go on one night and I'm like, so anybody want to come and have a shot at this? Man,
We finished that.
nah, I kind of played that to death, man. I don't really want to play it again.
That's funny because we've got a mate that's similar. We used to say, oh, right, we're all playing this. It's like, get this game, and he'd go and get it, and we'd play it like that one night. And then, because we didn't have kids and things like that, and we were hammering through it like the next night. And maybe it lasted like a week, 2 weeks. So he'd come on like a week later. I was like, oh, we're going to do this. Like, you're too far behind. You need to catch up with us, man. Knowing fine well that you can't. just you want to play this. Just don't. Yeah, it's your chance.
I did that. I had that done to me with Elder Scrolls online. The exact same thing happened. I told them all about it. It said there's an online Elder Scrolls coming out. We all played at launch night, and it was excellent. Even though we had to log back in about 20 times before we actually got to play the game. But we did get to play it. It was brilliant. And then I remember the actual game came out. We all get it, and I had to go and do something. I had work to do that night, And I come on the next day and I'm like, right guys, you ready getting about this? And they're like, fine. We're all at level 35.
Aye.
Eh,
Just catch up.
And you're just going to have to catch up, man, because everything levels. That was back in the day where everything leveled to like, the highest level character there. So, and there was like dungeons. Like if they were to do a dungeon and I were to do the same dungeon at the same time, I want to get put in with them. I would get put in with somebody else that was more my
Aye.
speed. So we couldn't play together. It was pointless. Anything that we tried to kill outside would just level to their level and murder me.
So you're
So
just running about, stand next to them.
I
Yay!
basically, and I was kind of like, oh, excellent. And there's me with my horse and everything. And they've got bells and fucking lions and everything. And I'm like, right, do you want to start the game again? I'm like, no chance, man. We sat up all night and played this. And I'm like, what the fuck, you guys? Happened quite a few times. I think the last one was Daisy, and we get Daisy, and that was that was quite funny because I'd been dying for the game to come out, and then eventually it did come out,
Do you?
and I was like, oh,
That's got like different servers in it. That's got like a PVE server in its own in it, or is it mixing it up with something else? You can play that.
no, it's just kinda, well, it's all PvP.
Right.
I've not come across a PvE server. I don't know if there is one or not.
It's Rust, I'm
sure there
thinking.
probably
Sorry,
is,
it's not. It's Rust that when it's out.
but like in Daisy, it's it was an Arma 2 mod, and they just kind of like made it into a proper game after years, and it was on the PC for a while. But it's just basically just surviving until you die, and then when you die, you lose everything. You have to pick up a character again.
Aye, no,
And
I played it. In fact, I remember playing that, and it was dark when I started, and I thought there's a wee house over there. So I went in a house, and there was another person there, and there was loads of like clothes on the floor. So
aye,
people must die here a lot. So we crouched at each other because that's what you do in these games. That generally, look, I'm crouching, and then we didn't really know what to do, and then somebody opened a door that was locked, so they must have locked the door and then killed the two of us. And then that happened like 2 or 3 times. Like, do you know what? Nah, I'm going to go and play Risk of Rain.
it's such a good game, man. But it just got to a point where like every time I went on, I was playing it myself, and I was because like I'd say to them, you want to come on for a shot, and it was like, oh man, we were playing that the other night, we played it for ages, we're playing something else tonight, and I'm like, right, okay.
I think it
And I
just
played
sounds
a
as if your
couple of
mates are
times,
trying to
and I was
patch you, by the way.
it does, doesn't it? No, it's literally, man, because I just don't go on the computer that often, and I'm never kind of keeping up with what they're playing. So, I think I'm kind of at their mercy as far as it goes. See this bit over here? Do you want to see this whole background bit? I'm going to draw some more figures, and then you can just like add loads more donuts in round about the bottom and stuff like that. How does that sound?
Aye, that's brilliant.
And you're probably right about the wee tentacle guy that I drew, like with the baby head and everything. Probably shouldn't have did that. It's like, did you know what I'll do? I'll do a wee tentacle coming off the side here, like he's there.
Aye, but see, really, like I could just fill that whole bit in. For now. There he is. I've added my tentacle guy in.
It just doesn't look right though. So I'm going to.
I think you get away with just not having it there.
Yeah, definitely could get away with it. No, I'm going to add a wee guy lying here, like, and it's like he's drowning in donuts.
Just like a face.
Aye,
you do that, I need to go and check something, man, again, right, so you need to keep the chat up, space bar, keep yous entertained. The pressure's right on there. I've had too much
So, songs.
You listening? How's it going? Yeah? Something to do, chatting.
I do apologise for the lack of talking and drawing at the same time. Covered before at length about how I'm terrible at it. Very good to speaking to somebody face to face, but when it comes to drawing at the same time, man, they're just going to get straight up ignored, which obviously isn't good for streaming at all. Plus, when there's no somebody there talking back to you, you just feel like a bit of a crazy person. So like I was saying before, just if you've got any suggestions from next week, just DM me and Imre, or either one of us on Instagram, and let us know, because this is good fun.
Hello.
No, that's not good.
See, when we were talking earlier on about
About Blizzard.
but no, see, we were talking about Elder Scrolls and that,
Uh-huh.
and then I started talking about the art style or the art design. That was supposed to be my segue into Blizzard, and I totally forgot all about it.
That's right. We were talking earlier on. We were having quite an interesting conversation about something, and we made the point that we should save it for later on since it's art related.
I would not like to talk to each other outside stream now.
So we were discussing, what was it we were discussing about the character design? About how it's
brilliant. Like I say, when you look at the Elder Scrolls and then you look at somebody like Blizzard, I think their character design is absolutely phenomenal. It's like, I don't play Overwatch. My missus used to play it quite a lot, but I enjoyed just looking at all the different skins and the different characters. I think, man, these are absolutely brilliant. But even Overwatch, things like Warhammer. No, it's not Warhammer. What's the other one to do? Warcraft, isn't it? Just all their armour sets and that, man, and everything about it. Their stuff's brilliant. Everything looks epic and big.
See, I kind of like Fortnite for that as well.
Aye, I think they've got a really nice style.
But like we were talking about earlier on, though, that there's a artist that I've been following for years, Facebook, and then recently on Instagram. I didn't even realise he was on Instagram. Jamaro Kindred, and his style has always been kind of like comic booky graffiti style.
Right.
I think some of the first work he did was for Echo on T-shirts. It was like Echo T-shirts.
Aye, you're right.
And it was like a kind of wee graffiti guy with spray cans and everything. Should have had one of the T-shirts years ago. And but his style is amazing, and it's really amazing to see his style transitioning, how it transitions and fits into Blizzard so well, because it seems like there's obviously all these artists all drawing the same things.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean for that? But they keep that style running all the way through it, like Rockstar as well.
Aye, because
do you know what I mean?
On you go, sorry.
No, I was finished.
I seen a job application for Blizzard, and it was talking about how you need to be able to draw in Blizzard style. So they actually
Aye.
kind of say, listen, you need to be able to do this. And God, I wish I could do that.
But I've applied for Rockstar like 5 times
Aye,
or something like that, man.
take a hint, man.
But I know. I just like I've applied for them like 5 times. Every time the opening comes up for like a 2D artist, I'm like, But
What's the
I
worst that
get
can
some
happen?
really good feedback. I get some good feedback, man. Like when I sent my portfolio that I had. This was like years ago. I sent the portfolio I had to Blazing Griffin out in Edinburgh, and like the feedback, the feedback for it was, just have more painted stuff. Um, the more painted stuff, the better, kind of thing. That's what that's essentially what they're looking for.
Like
Is
traditional
like
or
no, like digitally painted stuff, like stuff that's more kind of concept, like painterly
aye,
style. Um, that's the kind of style they run with most of the stuff, and you can see that when you play GTA and stuff. You can see all the wee things that come up at the beginning.
aye, all
Um,
oh, that's good, aye.
uh, so, that's the kind of
Would you
that's the
still
kind of
would
thing.
you, would you still like to work for something like that now? Is that still
I I don't know, man. Like you hear so many horrible things, right? But then you speak to people that work with the companies, and I think it's just personal experience, isn't it? Like there's a lot of things you hear. Like I remember back, I get offered an interview for back when I finished my sound engineering. I get offered an interview with Dice
right?
in Sweden, and I was just like they said like we would like to offer you an interview if you'd like to come to our offices in wherever it was in Sweden, and I was just like, should I do this? And we had like a big conversation. Me and my partner had a big conversation about the whole thing because we just had a baby, and we're like, is this the right time? Is this the right thing to do, kind of thing? Um, and I went for it back then, man. But I'm like, now when I think about it, should I went for it? But like, as far as the drawing part, the art part of it goes, you just hear too many bad things. Like artists just being like used to pump out work, and then with ungodly hours, sleeping under their desks and shit like that,
Aye.
just so they can meet deadlines. Man, I'm not for that. It'd be great to be part of a game like that, but no,
See, I've got this. Well,
such.
with me is I've got a job. It's not art related. It's I work in the print trade. It's pretty decent. So I think like
Uh-huh.
it'd be brilliant having a job doing art. But the only way I would like to do it is if it was just me. Like, see,
Aye, it was my own art. Aye,
I don't want to go and
aye,
draw pictures for somebody. I applied for a job. It was on a website where people post jobs up. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a t-shirt company, right? Obviously, it was a shady t-shirt company. There's no names involved, but they were wanting 1,000 Disney pictures a month, and it was 2,000.
what?
Aye, £2,000 a month. That's what they were paying you, right? So they wanted, no, sorry, they wanted 100 Disney pictures a month, right?
I was got 1,000 Disney
Aye,
pictures a month. What the
a
fuck?
hundred Disney pictures. So just single. They wanted like just it could be as long as it could be on T-shirts. So you were kind of free reign with that. So it could have just maybe been a head with a circle. You know what I mean, like a badge, or it could have
Aye,
been something fancier. But 100 a
you'd
month
have loved that.
for 2,000. By the way, so I applied for it. So I sent them stuff, and they get back to me saying I would maybe be interested if you can send us some examples. And I was thinking,
Uh-huh.
should I do it? Should I do this? I think no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to draw Disney characters forever. In fact, see, the more I thought about it, like, that sounds like hell. I would rather go and do the printing thing. Do you know what I mean?
You'd probably imagine that drawing so much shit that wasn't yours during the day that you get to night time to draw your own stuff and you just be like, man, I can't look at another pen today.
Aye, because that's
I'm kind of done for the day.
that'd be a lot. Do you know what I mean? You're talking about 25 a week, right? So I get like 5 a day. It's a lot.
I suppose with there's people though that I know that probably knock that out and they'd knock that out super quick. Everybody loves a Disney character, and there's some people that can draw them like super accurately, super quick. I used to be quite good at it myself with the genie for Aladdin, just off the top of my head. But, like if you asked me to draw something like that now, I'd have to go and get a picture.
Aye, I don't think I could just put out a random Disney character.
Or even Mickey Mouse. I think even Mickey Mouse needs a picture, or he's just going to be a variant, like a super creepy variant.
Aye, do you know what? I'm going to try it in this wee space here, right? What does Mickey Mouse look like? Oops, I'm not even on a pen, I'm just moving the sheet about.
Right, you do it. I'll put a line in the middle. You do it at the left side, and I'll do it at the right side, right?
At the same time, right, go.
Right. I can safely say that we're both kind of shit at that.
What does it look like?
Yours looks like a panda with big ears.
Oh man, right, I was miles away. Let's see how. That was it. Look.
Mine's looks oddly phallic though.
That was mine there. Aye, by the way, Mickey Mouse. I mean, must be the most iconic character. See where you're rubbing this stuff out. Rub that bit out up there at the left of that square and all. Aye, that was harder than I thought.
That's what I mean. See that programme, the BuzzFeed episodes. It's Draw Off, and it's we talked about it before.
Aye. You've still got a line there. Sorry.
They're excellent. Oh, have I? Oh, right, cool. They're excellent. Those episodes are excellent just to see like how much you can actually remember of characters that we're supposed to know.
What I'm realising there is we just picked Mickey Mouse, the world's most famous cartoon character, and failed miserably.
And look at all the shit we've drew. I've literally been sitting there for hours drawing stuff, and we can't even draw Mickey Mouse.
I think we should try that one week. I don't know how many people are still active in the chat, but what's the chances that you could just throw random characters at us and mean Spaceboy need to try and draw them?
Oh, dude, that'd be a good laugh. Let's do that.
Aye, that would be, but we would need to make sure we had enough people chatting. So it's not up to us, it's up to yous. The ball is firmly in your court. Talking to you. How personal that must have felt.
Also, but no superheroes, because I'll take ages and I'll win.
There's a 30-second time limit on all of them.
We should leave it. We should leave it a minute.
I think maybe 5.
A couple, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good. 5 minutes is good. That sounds quite. That sounds quite fun.
Let's get into all the wee details here. Aye, aye, definitely.
Could you get away with the selection tool there? Would be quite cool.
Or you mean try to do the buildings?
Yeah, maybe try that next week. Maybe and like insert a wee bit of colour into it.
I think you're pie in the sky if you think we can call these in the time that I've got. We'll be here until about 5 in the morning.
We'd still be fucking sitting there just like, just a wee bit more.
Aye. See in here, your guy in the middle. Right, let's see who's got. Oh no, I forgot to draw the wee guy with the. What's him there? He's plunging that in. Right in his eye. What's all these details that nobody's got to see? Just, somebody's suggesting Jafar already. We're not playing the game yet. Just getting names hit at us now. There you go. Draw Jafar.
Oh, come on, let's come on, let's do it again.
Right.
Let's do it again, come on.
I'm left, you're right.
Uh-huh.
Right, ready, steady, go. I feel as if. Jafar, has he got big eyebrows? He must have big eyebrows, he's a bad guy. Oh, wait a minute, somebody's way more clued up in Disney than me. Right, the other rule is no superheroes and also no Disney characters. And no 1980s cartoon characters. In fact, the only thing you're allowed to do is current Cartoon Network characters. I even know yours is better than mine without checking.
Dude, I will say I did watch Aladdin quite recently though, so
Aye, I'll give you that one. 1-0, Space Boy.
Aye, mate, this is quite fun. We should do like a whole stream of this. This is this would be quite fun for one night.
I think it could be aye. Right, let's see where we are with this.
Right. I'm just going to add some shadows in places.
Aye, that's kind of your bit, man. Oh, this wee guy up here's got no eyes, and he put his eyes in. Don't really like the ones.
Oh, do you know what? I wanted to fix this guy's face because it's annoying me.
Colour some bits in black as well, because we need the contrast. I feel as if something needs to go here.
Where?
It's just this space. I'm just going to draw some
Aye, we can put wee donuts in it, dude.
wee happy donuts. See, I'm actually even just kind of thinking over that. See if we had to do this, how
Mhm.
how like what cartoons I would know. I don't think I'm very good at doing that.
Fuck. It would be.
I know I'd
It'd be
start
alright.
totally up for it.
It's
That'd be funny. That's what makes it. I mean, if both of us were drawing them exactly how they would be, then that would probably be pretty boring.
oh, they're never going to be anything that they should be. Oh, that's it. That's the beauty of it, though. It's the beauty of it.
I think this is looking pretty good. Oh, I need to do something with that up there. Don't you see that bit that you're just doing? Just realised how that's just a big white space, isn't it? In fact, that's fine.
The thing, mate. That's. I think.
It works fine. If you're going to shade it, it'll be alright, I think.
Aye, aye. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It's alright the way it is. It's just add a wee bit of. That's it.
How's everybody else still getting on? Maybe still getting on with your comic? And
Oh, aye. Let's see that. That was looking good.
are you finishing yours as well, Hellbound? He's had over an hour. They must be finished. Got to be. I'm saying that as if he's still here. I can't even tell who's here. Oh, he's done.
I'll show you then. I'm just trying to catch up with all these wee things. Dude, you put so many in shots and wee bits exploding out of bits. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Where's this going? Where's that going?
Hey, I know you call that in, didn't you? So the feels as if like each week we do it, they're actually getting longer and longer.
How long have we been going now?
What time is it now? It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes of actual drawing this time too. So when we look back at this, it better be better.
I was quite happy with last week's.
So was
I
I.
was quite happy with last week's. It was it worked. It worked pretty well. It even gave me ideas like with that thing that I was doing as well this week. For the draw this in your style.
Aye.
That paired with this thing that we did last week kind of got me thinking about big bad guys.
Alright, so you've got an idea.
That I can discuss with you. Obviously not just now, but it's yes, I have an idea, sir. Because we knew that there was there's one kind of main bad guy, right? But in a world that big, should there only be one bad guy, or should there be a bunch of different bad guys that all maybe start working together?
And they could be called like the Sinister Six.
I think there might be copyright issues with that.
What about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I'm
I
just
watched that again the other night.
No, you didn't. Why would you even waste your time?
I did. Because you know that I convinced myself to thinking that. Well, I was missing. I was missing a Sean Connery film, right? I watched The Rock, and then I was like, oh, yeah, kind of later on Sean Connery's quite good in films, and then I kind of convinced myself that the Jekyll and Hyde scene in it was really good until I watched it again, and I went, no, it's not really good. But then I was stuck.
That's
I was stuck. You ever do that? Do you ever put a movie on and go, oh, this is kind of shit, and then you just sit until it's finished?
I quite often.
That's what happened.
I watch bad films all the time. I quite like
Then
watching.
you get a few gems in there.
I quite like watching bad films. I'm not gonna lie.
One of the films that I did that way quite recently was Monster Hunter.
Wait a minute. Somebody's commented it's a great film. Are we talking about A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? By the way, I'm disappointed.
Oh, but we're not looking to start fights in movies or anything like that, you know.
It was just a sigh. That's all you're getting. Oh. Sean Connery stopped acting because of it. That's how bad it was. He never acted again, ever.
The shame.
I don't even know if he didn't act again, right? But I know he was not happy with it. Right? It just feels as if you can't. When you state these things, it's alright when you're in a room with your mates stating facts, but you're on the internet and people are sitting thinking, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to Google this.
These guys are dicks. Wait a minute, what you talking about?
Sean Connery was in many things after that, I think you'll find. Oh no, but Hillbound says he retired, aye. I don't think it's called retired when it's through shame, is it?
It's called Tired.
Shame tired. It's a real thing. See this arrow in the middle as well, man? You'd like to take that out when you get me a minute? You can see the whole thing as a whole.
What bit?
There's just a wee arrow in the eye. Where you are, a wee arrow through the middle, pointing.
I see it. Look at the,
There you go. I like this wee bit at the end when I just go around drawing random stuff that's got nothing to do with it. Is you add all the details and then I zoom out and think this is looking pretty cool. Who thought something so epic could be made out of demons? Well, I did, because as soon as I read Demons and Donuts, I thought that's awesome.
I was kind of in for the ride as soon as I seen that today on Instagram. I was just like, right, that's what it's going to be.
So how do you think it is, guys? Did we succeed? I like it. I'm enjoying this. Even if
Yeah, that's just fun.
even if people aren't there, it's still it's turned out some decent art, I think.
It's going well, man. I'm thinking about drawing some more demons at some point. But it's got me in the mood to draw different things.
I like to try and kind of keep doing that anyway. Kind of keep. I know everybody just thinks I draw robots because I just only draw robots 90% of the time, right? I understand that. But,
Oh well, what you post is robots
aye,
majorly, but I know you draw different stuff as well, man.
like donuts. I draw donuts all the time. For the day, the day I've been drawing them for 3 hours. I drew a dog today.
Oh, did you?
Aye.
Was it a commission?
No? No, I just drew a dog. I wanted to draw a dog.
What? You're drawing dogs now?
Aye, it does. Obviously, I try to keep it away. It's got 3 heads.
Aye, well, that's
It looks cool. I'm pretty chuffed with it.
Cerberus.
Aye, well, that actually says that across the middle. See, Claire says it looks brilliant. I know she's talking about what we're looking at it now, right? But I'm taking that as she's seen the picture, obviously, because she says everything I draw. Like, Claire, what is it? Look at this. Look. What do you think? Aye.
Aye. Nicky's kind of past that now. Nicky's just like, what do you want? Would you want? I'm not going to stand here and suck your dick, right?
What? I just that. By the way, that's good. That's good. That's all I want. Well done. I'm proud of you. I mean, right.
That's all I want.
Let's see what we've got in the people are finished. Right, we've got. I think you stopped it. Hellbounds. Aye, that's nice, man. See, Hellbound, did you find yourself taking the extra time because we were on stream more so than you would, or did you just finish it? Because I think, see that added tongue, I think it adds so much to that. It kind of creates a depth that wasn't there in the initial one. So I'm trying to find myself spending more time. I try to like, I've posted it recently. I used to have this, but I still kind of probably have it. I need to post every day, and I felt as if I had to have a finished image every day. And but I'm going to maybe not try and rush as much to do that. I don't feel as if I need to have that, and it maybe be being detrimental to my art. Even though that picture I posted up a kit, the giant kit or tiny people one, I was pretty chuffed with that, and it's not went that well, but I still.
No, I said I like that. I like that.
I was happy with it as well, man. I feel as if I can tell that I've spent more time on it. Do you know what I mean? I feel as if I can notice that. I suppose that's
Like,
it.
I think the whole Instagram's just got it in a way now that, well, people, in order to get the kind of like following and stuff like that you want, that you need to be on that grind, man.
Aye.
Like constantly and get the and just get it to work for you. But
I looked into TikTok and I seen people were saying about things for that. It's like, you need to post 3 times a day. I'm like, nope. That's like
I know,
definitely.
it's crazy, man. What makes me laugh though is I've got a 12-year-old daughter, and like I see like things. She shows me things on TikTok where like people she knows for school and stuff, and like they don't understand the meaning of content, so they'll post like just like a video of themselves going, right, everybody, if you just go and smash that like button, just get me a such and such amount of likes, right? Cheers, bye. And it's like, what you So what you doing?
So that's the whole bit. That's not
Was
the end of it then.
was
That's it.
Aye, that's it. That's it. And it's just like, oh, so that's your bit.
Aye,
Alright.
and then you realise it's got 3.5 million likes and go, wait a minute.
And you're like, I don't get it. But then, like, she showed me a video like that one day, and this wee guy had literally got like something like 15k likes, and I was like, man, imagine on Instagram, you put up a picture and you get 15k likes, man. You piss yourself. You just like that. What's just happened?
Aye, something's not going. What's going on here? Right, that's a big.
I'm doing some change.
Aye, it definitely felt as if it was getting that way with me. Hellbound. It felt as if I was trying to do it, but so that's how I'm limiting it now. But there's sometimes I'll sit and draw all day and I'll maybe do. I like line work. I could sit and do line work all day. I love doing line work. I love this, but see the whole thought process, even the idea of saying let's colour this. I think So if I finish piece to me's line work, I would be happy to do quite a few all day. But when they talk about colouring them and shading them, and another question, see rendering, is rendering just shading or is rendering making it look
No,
3D?
rendering's basically the um, to to bring something, to give something more depth, to render depth to it. Um, just like you said, to make it more 3D, I suppose.
Because I always just say shading because I don't feel as if I should be using the word rendering because I don't know. But yes, I'll just do some rendering now. Aye, but I feel
Well, that's basically what we're doing here as well. Like going around and adding bits, shadowing, and do you know what I mean? Like the contrast with the light, and that's all rendering as well. All the wee bits, all the wee details, all the wee bits that are flying about in the air, and
there's zero psyches and all that's looking cool, man. I like the you said the kind of solid blacks. I like that. It's something that I would like to be able to do better than I can. So I suppose I don't need it because I just get Space Boy to do it now. That's me done, Space Boy. Do your thing. Fix that for me. He's
you're adding loads of black in there anyway, mate. So you can just fire a wee bit in there for me.
that's what makes it all come together.
It is, mate. It is. This is what's this is what I like as well, is the fact that you're literally one of the only people that I've met that don't mind like getting their stuff drawn on. Do you know what I mean? Like if we did something together, the first thing we did together, and I drew it out, I was like, I hope you don't mind that, and you're like, no, go for it, man. And I'm just like, yes, excellent, man. That's good. It's good that we can do that. Like if you draw something, just like if I drew something, you go, oh, that would look good with a wee bit there. I'm just like, excellent, brilliant.
It feels as if it's definitely
That's
got to
the collaboration in the greatest sense.
By the way, there's see if it seems as if I'm always there must be some sort of delay, right? Because it felt as if you'd paused, right? And then when I start talking, as if we start talking at the same time. But just in case people think I just keep talking over them, because Claire's gave me the eye. I don't mean
I
it.
think there is. I think there is a bit of a delay, dude.
Now,
I
now,
heard a bit of a delay on the thing last week.
now there's going to be this kind of weird extra long pause at the end of all sentences because we're not sure whether to start talking now or not. I've finished. I see. Like, I guess the reason I was unsure about rendering as well, Hellbound's like people always say colouring and rendering, and when I watch videos, like I signed up to see if anybody sees Skillshare adverts. I don't know if you see them all the time.
Uh-huh.
I signed up to it at the start of the year. I got it for Christmas. It's rubbish. I thought it was like going to be. I'm not enjoying it. I don't know if anybody else has done it. I'm not a fan of it. Hopefully nobody's listening. They want to sponsor us next week. We'll totally take that sponsor.
Cheers for fucking it for us, mate. Nice one.
But I felt as if like every single video I watched would always say, check out Skillshare, it's brilliant, it's all these professional quality videos. Do you know what no, gets me? They don't have a standard for volume. So one video is like I've got my volume up full, the next one it's like I need to turn it right down, but it's the same person making the videos, so it might be even like the second part of their video might have really high volume. I feel as if it's stuff you can get on YouTube at better quality. Like, I'm disappointed, but I was so excited about looking at the
That's
old stuff.
you. Sorry, on you go.
I was looking into like anything, like just I'm going to find out about more about like GarageBand and stuff like that, and it just feels as if it's like you look at the course and it'll say 2.5 hours long. You'll watch a video and you're just saying what he just says over and over again. It feels as if I'm wasting my time.
So you go up to file and you go there and it says new project. And you open your new project.
But even if you just skip some, it still feels as if I don't know. It's not as good as I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be like courses. Aye, I'm not impressed with it. I won't renew it next year anyway. I know that. Just in case any of you are thinking about trying it, I wouldn't recommend it unless you can get a free month. See, I do spend a lot of time searching YouTube videos, but I felt as if you do need to spend a lot of time going through a lot of rubbish until you find them. And I thought getting Skillshare would have just cut that time down, but it doesn't. I still feel as if I'm spending so much time. I'm guessing there's going to be good videos on it as well, right? But I still feel as if I'm spending that time again that I would just be spending on YouTube anyway. So, but I'm obviously having to pay for it now, whereas you don't pay for YouTube. Because there's a lot of nonsense on YouTube.
There is.
I've got videos on YouTube.
Well, there you go. I know, dude. It's one of the things that I don't do often. I kind of limit myself on how much I go and watch other people telling me how to draw, how certain things, like because I feel it informs your style a wee bit too much. If you date too much, like I found myself, there was times where I was struggling drawing certain things, and I would go and watch some videos, you know, read some books, and like I've got quite a few books there, just talking about like how to set up like a page, and you know how you're gonna plan everything out, using the golden ratio and everything, and I know that it's all stuff that's relevant, and the golden ratio is used to lead the eye and make the perfect picture, so that it's a perfect balance. But sometimes I think it just overcomplicates things in your head, and then you go to draw whatever it is you're going to draw, and you're you're just thinking too much about how everything's planned out, and rather than actually what you're drawing, and
Aye.
just relaxing into drawing.
Well, I got it for things like not as much like tell me how to draw, but more things like kind of colour theory, or well, saying that that's lies. It is like the kind of see like you're saying the golden ratio, but it's things like that. But I think it just don't feel. I don't know. Maybe it is just because I'm what I just do. I'm watching them and saying, nah, I'm going to do it my own way. I'm stubborn. I'm already set my ways. Maybe I'm just wasting it for myself. Right.
I'm like that as well. That's what I'm like as well. Just like listen. Like what I need to watch another like 2 hour video. Oh, I need to read 110 pages. No, fuck. I've been to school. I'm not doing that.
I know what I'm
I'll
doing.
just do it my own way.
Failing that, I'll just get somebody else to call them in for me. We can just start inviting in a third person, a colorist even, and as we're drawing, they can be colouring it in. By the
Yeah,
way,
that would be awesome.
there you go. That's somebody's probably stole that idea from me already. Real time colouring in, obviously. But man, that's going on 3 hours. I'm happy to kind of wrap this up if you're.
Oh, dude, it's oh definitely. It's done. We've not signed it yet though.
Oh aye, right.
I'm going to put a wee sticker here on the side of the van.
I think yours is a bit big.
It is, mate.
I'm kidding
But I
on.
wasn't going to bring that up.
Mine's is bigger.
Oh, he has to make his bigger.
There we go. Perfect now. I rubbed a
I'm
bit out
loving
and
this.
everything. I think this is good enough. I mean, this is something I'd have never done this. Never. Not in a million years would this have been something that I'd ever have drawn. Ever.
What? You're pure shite, Nicky. See, that's the kind of grounding you need. She's just walked in, she's not even seen what they drew yet, and she just went, it's pure shite.
Wait a minute, tell her, look at all these different sized donuts.
No, that was Nicky coming in, it was Aria that did this, it was my daughter that did this for the donuts.
Oh, was it? Right, right.
Oh, well, we're not the boss in here. No way. Anybody that's got a teenager in the house will tell you. Tell you the teenager, they may have the impression that they're the boss, but the teenager's definitely the boss.
I've got a wee while away for that yet, lucky enough. See, just
Aye, lucky
slightly
you, mate.
before we do wrap it up, see the demon in the bottom?
Uh-huh.
There's a wee donut just slightly above his hand, and you've got a line that goes through that donut.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
And it's these small things.
Right. I'll get it.
But guys, we're going to wrap it all up. I really appreciate everybody that's tagged along, and especially everybody that joins in the draw along. Don't worry, you don't need to do that. Don't expect that for anybody. But it's pretty cool to see that he's actually willing to take the time to do that as well. Next,
It's been excellent.
aye. What we'll do is we'll share everything again, and I feel as if, I don't know, for the people that have been here for the last 3 weeks, or the fourth week ago, or doesn't count, that's excluded. So the last 3 weeks, I feel as if this one was a bit more kind of flowing. I think it was a bit more chat. Hopefully kept things a bit more interesting.
A bit more cohesive.
Aye, so we just kind of need to stop using the word hopefully, and kind of just get better, hopefully. Oh, by the way, like and subscribe. Somebody is...
Oh, you never did it creepy. You were supposed to do it creepy.
Right.
We discussed this.
I can't remember how to do it creepy now. I just kind of block stuff out. See when it gets to this time in the morning, I can't stay up at this time. I've got kids. Just got just want you all to just hit that like and subscribe button.
That's it, like a smooth jazz radio post.
I wonder maybe you can make clips, so you can I just get made into a clip. But thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate everybody joining in, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Thanks. Bye bye.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.